Good morning, Angelo State University. Thank you for tuning in to today's El Cafecito. With us today, we have Detective Orlando Villarreal with ASU UPD today. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and begin. First question. What's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes?
Uh, I'd say probably a well-fitted suit.
That's fair. I don't think that's something that I've come to learn as well. You know, as much as I hate being in suits from time to time, but it always looks good. I don't think there's ever going to be a time that it won't look nice. What food is most delicious but is a pain to eat?
Probably have to say jackfruit.
Jackfruit's pretty good, but you're right. It's kind of hard to harvest and, make it the way you like.
Yeah, to cut it up and not
yeah.
get covered in stickiness.
Oh, yeah. When was the last time you got to tell someone, I told you so?
I probably don't do that often. Yeah,
No.
at least not out loud.
That's probably a pretty smart move to make. Are there any apps on your phone that you cannot live without?
I'd say probably Pinterest and YouTube.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Pinterest, definitely a time killer. If you're ever bored, you can find so many cool things.
Well, I'm always the type of, like, I cook a lot, so it's, if I'm looking in the pantry, the fridge, I see, I have asparagus and I have pork. I just type in pork asparagus and I get recipes.
Okay, so I'm kind of glad that you say that, because I thought I was the only person that would like use Pinterest to find recipes for whatever I have in the pantry. I just thought I was weird. I was like, nobody else does this.
Same thing with method. Whether it's Instapot or sous vide or yeah. So it's great.
What would you consider as ASU or San Angelo's best hidden gem?
Well, I have to say, multicultural center for sure.
Oh, you're not being held hostage on that one, are you? Just because we're here?
I don't know. I'm always a foodie, so I probably have to say El Rincon, San Miguel.
Definitely. I tried that a couple months ago. It's by far my favorite place now.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Who do you go out of your way to be nice to?
Probably everybody. I always try to be nice to everybody, regardless of, interactions or feelings. It's just always try to be good to everybody.
Yeah, definitely. I think we all do that or tend to do that anyways when we're on campus. Even like the officers that come in and out of the UC, they're always like friendly and say hey to everybody. I really like that. So,
Yeah. We are friendly, yeah. we do want to be nice to people, We want to get to know everybody.
This is a 30-second challenge. In 30 seconds or less, what is the funniest actual name you've ever heard of something or someone having?
Probably Christopher Robin. From Winnie the Pooh, especially after I saw a meme where he was actually arrested and convicted for murder. And the meme was with Tigger and Pooh in shock and awe of him being arrested for murder. So yeah, that name probably.
That's funny. What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now?
I don't know. Are swatches coming back?
I'm not sure familiar with that.
I was like, I don't know.
It's a Swiss brand watch called swatches. I remember everybody used to collect them.
I want to say, I'm going to have to ask my grandpa now, see if he has one, or any of my uncles. If you're reincarnated as an animal upon your personality, what would you be?
Probably a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cats.
I wouldn't say probably so much as my personality, as much of I just want to be able to lay around the house and be taken care of all day. Yeah.
Right? Don't we all? What movie can you rewatch over and over and never get tired of?
Probably Across the Universe.
Ooh.
This is a good
That's a
one.
good one.
If you were in charge of choosing what the eighth wonder of the world would be, what would you choose?
The whole Big Bend area.
That is a good place. It's very beautiful there. What is the best advice you have specifically for first generation students?
Just dedicate yourself now. Don't put things off or start doing other things or I guess, I don't know, just dedicate yourself now, or otherwise you'll end up barely completing your 27-year degree plan like I am right now. So
All that matters at the end of the day, though, is that you're finishing it. And I think a lot of the time, like specifically with me, I've definitely learned lessons where like sometimes we're knocked down from where we need to be so we can be where we're supposed to be. And it's just a humbling experience sometimes.
oh yeah, I mean, I think ever since everything, I mean, yeah, it's all one thing's happened to another and it's all been great. So yeah.
What is the most ridiculous thing you have ever bought?
Yeah, I wouldn't say ridiculous, probably more weird. It's probably I'm buying ladybugs and praying mantis cocoons online for my garden outside. So
what, if you don't mind me asking, what purpose do I mean, I know the ladybugs, they keep a certain parasite away from the plants.
aphids.
Aphids. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say the name and then look stupid on camera.
Yeah, it's same thing. Praying mantis, they probably eat more variety of different other predator insects.
Well, hey, every day's a learning day for me. What another 30-second challenge, and 30 seconds or less. What is the coolest tip or trick you've picked up from your job, or any jobs?
Probably kinesthetic interviewing techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to read body language and facial expressions, and reading a person's behaviors to kind of determine if there's just levels of deception.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. I don't think that's something that like many of us often think about that goes into like your line of work.
Yeah.
What song hits you with a wave of nostalgia every time you hear it?
The title doesn't sound too good, but I don't know. Every time I hear it, it always gets me going. But the "Sympathy for the Devil" from Rolling Stones.
Okay, I think I've heard that one a couple times, but
yeah, I just hear that drums going in the beginning. I'm a drummer, so I hear the drums going in the beginning, and it just gets me going every time I hear it. It's one of those songs where you gotta turn it up every time you hear it.
That's so awesome. If you were a transformer, what vehicle would you turn into?
Probably a VW van, equipped with a fully kitchen, sleeper, outdoor entertainment center.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right. So every day, 12 things appear to you in your backyard. And they all are random, but start with the same letter of your choosing. What would it be? What letter would it be?
F.
Okay.
I guess.
This question is kind of tricky because you're just
I
feel like it's like a monkey's paw kind of thing. Like you feel like it could be good and it could be bad. You're kind of rolling the dice on that.
Yeah. What advice do you have for new students coming to campus?
Get involved. Either whether it's on campus or off campus, just get involved in the community. Like I said, or on campus. Learn something new. Pick up a new trait. Pick up, an unexpected new trait. Something that becomes a new hobby or something that you just never suspected that you would even be interested in. It just helps learn something new and helps pass time, and
Yeah, I think definitely students getting involved helps them evolve as their own character and learn about their personal self for sure.
Yeah.
All right. What riddles do you know?
What belongs to you, but everyone else uses it?
I have no clue. Aaron, do you have any?
Could it be time?
No, it's your name.
Oh, I was like time, air. I don't know.
That's a good one because I was just like, What is something that you think everyone should do at least once in their life?
Travel overseas, but not tourist traps. You know, get off the beaten beaten trails. I mean, just, you know, stay safe, but like just, you know, plan ahead and try to venture off and, you know, visit communities, visit areas, eat locally, you know, just explore.
I like that. Some advice for the next time I go on a trip.
Okay, so this is a very serious one. I'm going to need you to really think hard about this because this question just remains for everybody. Pancakes or waffles?
Probably waffles.
Okay, awesome. I was like, yes. I think you're the first person that's actually said waffles. Everyone else said pancakes. I'm like, all right. Does your family have any secret or famous recipes?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be secret anymore. You know, I guess I don't know. I always get people asking me about the recipe for my family's spicy barbacoa at Villarreal and Sons grocery store when we had that. You know, I don't know it. My cousin still has that. I guess my mom finally, I think she's gotten down my grandmother's recipe from the tamales from when we had La Villa Bakery. So, you know, she's getting that one down. As far as her family recipes, my family's pretty good about, you know, whenever they pass recipes to each other within the family, everybody always tends to leave out one item or, you know, something just so they don't get the full recipe.
Pretty smart. I mean, as far as lineages go, that's pretty smart. I'm gonna have to try to hunt down that spicy barbacoa. I'm and you give me barbacoa, I'm all over it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to perfect and figure out my grandfather's cornbread pancakes.
Oh,
I can't get that recipe to where I remember what they tasted like.
If you could create any one reality TV show and it was guaranteed to air, what show would you want to put on TV?
Not too much on reality TV, I guess, but I mean, we pretty much have lived through Hunger Games right now, so
That's true.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I guess it's kind of hard because I mean, in our society, a lot of what we like, as far as entertainment goes, it's on demand. So it's kind of hard to come up with something when it's all been come up for you already.
Right.
What 2-hour chunk of history would you want in video if you could have a video of it from any point?
Probably Ton Tavern, November 10th, 1775, birth of the Marine Corps.
Oh, that one, that would be cool. I was like, wait, Tongue Tower. I was like, that sounds familiar. Where's that? It took me a second. Then you said it. I was like, oh, okay. That would be interesting. Just kind of see like, you know, the birth of something that would like lead to so far down the line.
Right.
If you were obscenely wealthy, what weird eccentricities would you indulge in?
Probably get my own personal Osprey helicopter.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's the helicopter that's a plane and a helicopter. And of course, it would have its own, full-size kitchen, sleeper, entertainment center.
That'd be really cool. I don't know. In my opinion, I'm not too familiar on like military vehicles, but the Osprey and the VTOLs there's something like aesthetically pleasing about the design of those. To me, anyway.
That's really, really cool. I know that like my grandpa, we have like a camper that we take out to the lake all the time. And so he has everything he needs. And then of course we bring the barbecue pits and stuff and we have that outside. So definitely can relate to that. What is your back in the day we statement?
I don't think I've used that one yet. At least I hope I haven't.
What life skills are you rarely taught but are extremely useful?
Gosh, I think there are a lot of life skills that are rarely taught, like just basic economics or finance, even sewing.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I actually learned how to sew the Marines and picked it up from my mom. And I actually just used that to make masks for the police department during this whole COVID deal.
That's cool.
Basic cooking and gardening, being able to fend for yourself with that. Carpentry skills, just basic mechanical skills, like learning how to just do maintenance on your cars. Those are all just basic life skills that just aren't really taught anywhere.
Yeah, I know like me and my grandpa, like whenever he's working on the cars, I'll go out there and I learn something new all the time. I know how to change a tire, the oil, know how to make sure the battery's hooked up right. So definitely those are useful whenever something's not working right. You can go check those things really quick.
Right.
In 3 words or less, would you be the worst? What would be the worst thing to hear as you're going under anesthesia before going to surgery?
Probably
Oh no, I would freak out. Oh my goodness. And it's even worse because, okay, so like I had a surgery on my leg and I wear glasses. And so I had to give them my glasses. You can't go in there, they give you anesthesia, you're going to sleep or whatever. And I couldn't see anything. So I was freaking out and I was just like, I don't know these people. So that was my thing of just not being able to see them because it's like their faces are blurry. And so you're just like, okay, let's just do this, I guess. So yeah. What is outdated slang you use on a regular basis?
Probably awesome, maybe. I don't know if it's outdated or not. Probably.
I think
I think we also use it.
For me, mine's cool beans. I use that one all the time.
I guess it's between awesome and sweet,
Uh-huh. If your pet spoke one sentence but then never spoke again, what do you think they would say?
Right now, my cats would probably be like, when are you going back to work?
Yeah, I probably hear the same thing from my dog. Why are you still here? What movie worthy heist would you pull if you knew in the end you would get away with it?
I don't know. I'll plead the fifth on that one.
Smart move. Smart. Excuse me. If you were chosen to be the first human to make contact with aliens, would you want to? That's fair. I don't know that I'd want to. I just have a rational fear of aliens. It's kind of scary to me anyway.
Yeah.
If you had to join the circus, what type of performer would you be?
Probably a divorced one.
Oh my goodness. You better be careful with that one.
If I had enjoyed this, I don't know. I probably would try to end up being the try to end up being the personal chef to the acrobats or something like that, or maybe personal security for somebody in there. You know?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I don't know what other skills I would have that, you know.
I don't know how comfortable I would be.
No, can't think of any.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable personally I would be with like flying and throwing myself through the air.
Yeah, the Tiger King thing, you know, that kind of got me away from, you know,
the ring mask.
being eaten from a tiger, you know. So.
And finally, who do you think we should invite for next week's El Cafecito, or anybody in the future?
All right, Richard Gonzalez at Troutwell's.
He'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, heck yeah. Everybody come to El Cafecito. Well, that is all the questions we have. Thank you, Orlando, for joining us.
Oh, thank y'all.
It was really fun. Alrighty, MSAP fam, be sure to follow us on social media and tune in next time for Virtual El Cafecito. Bye.